Hi, Taehyung lovers. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel for ARMY Around the World. ARMY, don't skip. Toronto was hit by heavy rain during BTS Soundcheck Day 1 at Rogers Stadium, but Kim Taehyung, Jungkook, and all BTS members remained energetic and interacted with ARMY. So, what actually happened in the middle of the rain that made this moment so emotional and made ARMY even prouder? In this video, we discuss the rain in Toronto's weather warning, the ARMY atmosphere, BTS Soundcheck, as well as moments between Taehyung and Jungkook as they continued entertaining fans despite the unfavorable conditions. So watch until the end because there is one question. If you were there, would you still stay to see BTS up close? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell, and make this video go viral around the world so that more people can see the positive side and kindness of Kim Taehyung and BTS. Toronto 2026 Day 1 Soundcheck was immediately hit by heavy rain at Rogers Stadium, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The rain fell, the open-air stadium became soaked, but BTS did not back down. While some people might choose to take shelter, Kim Taehyung, Jungkook, and the BTS members continued with their preparations for the Toronto show. This is the moment that made ARMY ask, how much does a concert mean to BTS and their fans if even heavy rain cannot stop this meeting? Kim Taehyung, Jungkook, and the other members were rehearsing for the official concert performance before the main concert. The soundcheck, which was supposed to be a technical preparation, turned into an emotional moment because the BTS members had to do it in the middle of the rain. However, the rain did not erase ARMY's enthusiasm. Instead, the conditions created an unforgettable atmosphere. Fans waited while getting wet, while BTS continued their preparations to ensure the show went as planned. During BTS's soundcheck in Toronto, Canada, there were reports of drizzle and the potential for rain and thunderstorms. Environment Canada issued a special weather statement for the Toronto area due to the potential for heavy rain of up to around 50 millimeters, accompanied by thunderstorms. Because Rogers Stadium is an open-air stadium, the weather conditions became one of the challenges BTS and ARMY had to face during the ARIRANG World Tour concert weekend. Some ARMY could only watch from outside because they did not have soundcheck tickets. Soundcheck access was available through certain VIP packages, but this limitation did not make the fans' enthusiasm disappear. Many ARMY still enjoyed the atmosphere around the venue and followed various moments shared by fellow fans. For those who had soundcheck tickets, the opportunity to see BTS before the main concert was certainly a very special experience. The ARMY were very entertained even though the soundcheck took place in rainy conditions. For fans, soundcheck is not only about listening to songs before the concert begins, but also an opportunity to see a closer side of BTS as the members prepare the stage, check the sound, and interact with the audience. But Kim Taehyung's spirit together with Jungkook continued to be visible. Both continued to show strong energy to entertain ARMY, who came to the soundcheck in Toronto. The rain was a challenge, but the energy from the stage and the audience's response kept the atmosphere alive. Fans also felt that the relationship between BTS and ARMY was not simply a relationship between artists and an audience, but an experience built together. The rain had just started falling. Hopefully, everything goes smoothly tonight. That simple sentence described the atmosphere as the weather conditions began to change. No one can control the sky, but BTS continued preparing themselves and ARMY continued to show their support. The ARMY were very proud because even though they were being drenched by rain, Kim Taehyung and Jungkook could still interact with ARMY who had purchased soundcheck tickets. Many fans thanked all the BTS members for continuing to give their energy and attention. A wave, a smile, or a brief interaction can become a very meaningful memory for someone who has waited a long time to see BTS in person. Some reports from ARMY on social media also mentioned that the rain began falling during the preparation session and before the first day's soundcheck took place. Those fan community reports provided a picture of the atmosphere around the venue, while information regarding the weather conditions could be checked through Environment Canada. So, the rain in Toronto was not simply a social media rumor, but occurred in the context of an official weather statement for the area. Because Rogers Stadium is an open-air stadium, the concert takes place under rain or shine conditions, whether it rains or the weather is clear. ARMY attending were advised to bring raincoats or ponchos, while the use of umbrellas may be restricted for the comfort and safety of the audience. Fans who had already arrived also had to prepare themselves for changing weather conditions. However, what made this moment emotional was not only the rain. What made it memorable was how BTS and ARMY both continued to endure. The BTS members had to make sure the vocals, stage, choreography, and performance preparations went well, while ARMY faced less than ideal weather in order to see their idols. Imagine the situation. The rain is falling, clothes are starting to get wet, the air is no longer comfortable, but when Kim Taehyung or Jungkook turns toward the audience, the energy comes back. For the fans who were there, perhaps that was the kind of moment they would never forget. They were not simply watching a soundcheck, but experiencing a moment together with BTS under imperfect conditions. Precisely because it was imperfect, the experience could feel even more valuable. When the rain came and BTS remained on stage while ARMY continued showing their support, a more human story was created. Toronto Day 1 became about perseverance, enthusiasm, and the emotional connection between BTS and their fans. For ARMY who were at the soundcheck, Toronto may not simply be the day when BTS performed. They may remember it as the day when they got soaked while waiting for BTS, remembering the members' voices, Kim Taehyung's smile, Jungkook's energy, and the reactions of all the BTS members when they saw fans continuing to show their support despite the unfriendly weather. Because in the end, fandom is not only about music. Fandom is about experiences shared together, about waiting, traveling, standing in the middle of a crowd, and singing songs together with people who share the same feelings. Toronto Day 1 showed that side very clearly. BTS came. ARMY came. The rain fell. And the soundcheck continued. Kim Taehyung, Jungkook, and all the BTS members continued bringing their energy, while ARMY showed that rain does not automatically erase their enthusiasm for the concert they had been looking forward to. Of course, safety remains the top priority. Heavy rain and thunderstorms are not something that should be taken lightly. Fans should follow official instructions from the organizers and authorities, use proper rain protection, and avoid dangerous areas caused by flooding or extreme weather. However, in the middle of all of this, there is one question that makes Toronto Day 1 even more interesting. Did the rain actually make the moment between BTS and ARMY more memorable? They came to see BTS, but perhaps they went home carrying a story that cannot be bought with a ticket alone. Now the question for ARMY around the world. If you were at Rogers Stadium while BTS's soundcheck was taking place and heavy rain started falling, would you still stay to see Kim Taehyung, Jungkook, and all the BTS members up close? Do you think BTS showed professionalism by continuing to give energy to ARMY under such conditions? Or should the weather have been a reason to temporarily stop the soundcheck? Thank you for watching until the end. Taehyung lovers, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell if you enjoy this content. If you don't like it, feel free to skip, because Taehyung lovers never forces anyone. The rain may pour over Toronto, but the spirit of BTS and ARMY continues to shine. What do you think? Would you still stay if you were at Rogers Stadium in the rain just to see Kim Taehyung, Jungkook, and BTS? Write your comments. Keep following the latest news about Kim Taehyung and BTS only on Taehyung Lovers. Thank you, stay safe, and see you.